first of all, congrats on this amazing show. So what were your audition processes like for your roles?
I mean, the audition process for this show was probably one of the most like extraordinary things that I could have ever done. I mean, when I first started, I first auditioned for this shockingly in 2019. So that's how long this thing has been in process. It's been in process for way longer before that, but that's when I first auditioned for it. And I think I got the role late 2019 or early 2020. So, I mean, the whole audition process for this was something that you could never even imagine. It was really long, but you could tell they were trying to be very thorough and making sure they picked the right person. And I hope they still think that they did.
They definitely do.
But it was something that was so incredible, and I just felt so honored and so like achieved when I got the role, because this is something that I really, really had wanted. So I just felt really achieved after I got it.
And JR?
I mean, I'm sure for Scarlett, it was much more difficult because you did everything in person, right, Scar?
Yeah, we did everything in person because this was way before COVID and all that. This was so it was scary, but
yeah, I'm sure. Fun. Yeah, I in a way got lucky, but then also like it was its own challenge. I did all of my stuff on Zoom, just like this. So even in the chemistry read, when I met Scarlett and we had to, read together, I was just like, well, I hope she likes me. I was like, I hope it's funny. Like, you don't know, you can't feel the energy, but it was a lot of Zooms and a lot of callbacks and different material and reading with Scarlett and reading with Mariana, who plays Nina, my sister, Violet's mom. Finding that chemistry, was I think that I feel like saved me. Like when I finally got to read with Scarlett and read with Mariana, I felt like, okay, I can like connect here, we can try to have fun, but it was definitely super scary. After every session or callback, I'd just be like, I ruined it. Like, that was horrible.
That's amazing. And what superheroes and supervillains did you guys grow up watching?
I mean, I just recently have decided that I should probably educate myself in more superhero life. So I was like, okay, gotta get like into the movies. So I'm binge watching the Marvel movies in chronological order right now. But so far, I mean, I like all of them. I think they're all really amazing. I really think Captain Marvel's really cool. So that's who I'm enjoying watching as of right now.
Yeah. JR?
For me, I feel like my first growing up, my number one guy was Iron Man. I just loved Iron Man. And then it kind of moved into the Flash and then Batman. But I feel like Iron Man for me was just because he created it. I felt like maybe there's a chance, that someone could do that. So that's what I really enjoyed about it. But my villain, also Spider-Man, of course. I love the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I grew up on that. But the Green Goblin, oh my God, that was my like, he was so good. Willem Dafoe in that, I was scared. I was like, oh my God, get him away from me. Like, I think that was a memorable villain.
Amazing. And you guys have quite the special effects and stunts. What has been your favorite stunt or special effect on the show?
Oh. Trying to think, there are so many stunts on this show, but I mean, really, I don't know. Jared, what about you? I have to think about this one.
Man, we had so many. It was like, I mean, I remember at one point Scarlett was attached to this machine and she's on a treadmill and she's running super speed, and then a motorcycle pulls up next to her and she like that was crazy. Also, for me, the most, I guess the scariest one was they asked me if I wanted to do this and I said yes. And I was like, I've been talking about, I want to do, as much as I can do. And Judd, our key rigger, came up to me and he was like, you want to do this, mate? And I was like, yeah, what, he's like, you just got to be 50, 60 feet up in the air looking down. And I was like, okay. And he's like, are you scared of heights? I'm like, I don't know. We'll find out. He's like, no. You're doing it or you're not. Like, just tell me right now. And I said, I'm doing it. Let's do it. So it got approved and I got to stand up. Remember when we had that big, the sequence? I had to stand up in this warehouse, like, I don't know, 50, 60, let's say 100 feet in the air. And I'm just attached by a wire back here and over here, and they're telling me, lean into it. It's fine. Just lean into it. And I'm like, okay, I'll lean into it. And then I just had to go like into believing I'm Black Scorpion because the real me was so scared. I had to just be tough and be ready.
Amazing. Scarlett, could you think of a favorite or standout for you?
Yeah, I mean, one of the coolest things I got to do was the treadmill thing that JR was talking about. They clipped me in, and then they had this treadmill that I was running, and then there was a green screen behind me. And then I was like trying to run on the treadmill like fast, and then they had like the motorcycle, they pulled it in and pulled it up to me, and then I like grabbed like the person, the thief or whatever. And that was really cool. That was super fun.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait for everyone to see it. Thank you guys so much for chatting with me.
Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.